Well, if you're planning to go to Memphis this afternoon, we have some breaking news to tell you about. Right now, the highway crossing the state line into Tennessee is closed as authorities respond to reports of a person beneath the I-40 bridge. This is a live look of underneath the bridge, or that bridge there crossing. Arkansas Department of Transportation officials tells us that the lane closures are until further notice. We're working with authorities and our sister station in the area to learn more about this ongoing situation, and we will bring you those updates when we get them. Hello, and thanks for joining us for THV 11 News at noon. I'm Jurnee Taylor. We are now 3 days into our summer cereal drive, and it's time to go straight to the man who makes it all happen. THV 11 Chief Meteorologist Tom Brennan is in Bryant right now, having a good time. And Tom, listen, we rarely get to see you at this time of the day. Tell us what's going on.
Jurnee, we are having a great time here. No, come on in. It's okay. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Getting closer to 8,000 boxes of cereal. That's where we are. We're getting ever so close to having a big total out of Bryant today. We thought we would have it. What you're hearing is a siren in the background. It's noon on a Wednesday. Most places test their tornado sirens. It works, Bryant. Trust me, it works. No tornadoes out there today, but there are a few showers just east of Little Rock, and I think we're going to see a few more pop up during the afternoon this afternoon. Heat driven for the most part. It'll look a lot like yesterday, maybe a little less in terms of coverage, but tomorrow and also into Friday and Saturday, a better chance of rain and thunderstorms. Corrales-Ortiz will have more on that. Temperature outside 89. Heat index is right around the 90-degree mark here in Little Rock in central Arkansas. We're going to tack on a few more degrees this afternoon. Here is the way your planner looks like for the remainder of the day. We're going to top out somewhere close to, if not in the middle 90s, partly cloudy with a stray shower. Hey, we're going to find out where all the cereal is going to go a little bit later in the show. Stay tuned. You still have time to come see us in Bryant at the Walmart Supercenter. Back to you, Jurnee.
All right, well, thank you, Tom. Right now, a second suspect connected to a homicide in Little Rock last month is in jail on capital murder charges. Little Rock police officers arrested 28-year-old Christopher Foster in connection with the killing of 30-year-old James Moore. Late Friday night, Little Rock police announced they arrested 20-year-old Jurnee Taylor as the other suspect involved after police found Moore's body in a wooded area on 12th Street in Little Rock. The investigation was upgraded to a homicide. And in Pine Bluff, police and U.S. Marshals arrested a man wanted for attempted murder out of El Dorado on Tuesday. The man you saw on your screen, 22-year-old Jonathan Boykin, was arrested yesterday. Detectives got a tip that he was staying at a motel on East Harding Avenue in Pine Bluff. He was then arrested without incident while trying to leave. 2 guns, including the semi-automatic seen here on your screen, and drugs were found in his car. Boykin is now in custody at the Union County Jail. We're going now to Northwest Arkansas. This is surveillance video showing a smash grab at a Fort Smith pawn shop. Police say the 3 masked suspects sold several weapons after using a truck, as you saw, to smash through the front of the store. The entire situation lasted less than 45 seconds, and it happened early Tuesday morning, and officials are asking for tips if anyone knows anything about it. Now, what should have been a moment of celebration was interrupted by a shooting after a high school graduation ceremony in Virginia yesterday. 2 people were killed and 5 people were wounded, and today Nicole Scanga is in Richmond with the story.
A possible active shooter. Several people shot, a couple of maydays.
Chaos erupted as shots were fired in Monroe Park Tuesday afternoon.
We have multiple reports of shootings in Monroe Park.
The area was filled with families celebrating Huguenot High School graduates.
Would all graduates of the class of 2023 please stand together?
Who left from the Altria Theater directly across the street just moments earlier.
This is their graduation day. The question that comes in my mind right now is nothing sacred any longer?
It is probably the worst thing that I've seen in my life.
Keisha Allen was looking for her goddaughter who had just graduated when the shooting started.
It was just total chaos. There were books for the diplomas all over the ground. There were caps all over the ground. There were shoes and glasses and pocketbooks.
Allen said she saw students among the people injured.
There were 2 of them on the ground in their gowns still, shot.
The police chief did not release a motive, but said he believes the suspect knew at least one of the victims.
It's disgusting and cowardly behavior. When you have a crowd like this, innocent people are going to be caught up in the mayhem, and that's what happened today.
Ellen told us her goddaughter and her family are all okay. The 5 injured range in age from 14 to 58. A 9-year-old was also hit by a car amid the chaos, but is okay. The police chief said the suspect had 4 firearms, all of them handguns. In Richmond, Virginia, Nicole Skenga, CBS News.
Well, the North Little Rock Board of Education has decided not to implement uniforms. The board voted unanimously against it, influenced by feedback from the community. A recent survey revealed a strong sentiment against uniforms among parents and teachers alike. Even though some board members initially supported the idea, the clear parental disapproval steered the vote.
A couple of the board members made their feelings known that they would love to have uniforms. However, because the parents didn't want it, they didn't go with it. So I give them credit for that.
Now, while the board has paused on the uniform issue, they say it could resurface if the district administration clarifies wording on types of clothing prohibited. Arkansas Congressman Bruce Westerman is voicing his concerns about the display of the pride flag at VA facilities across the country. This comes after the Central Arkansas Veterans Healthcare System raised the pride flag on June 1st in recognition of LGBTQ plus Pride Month. CAVHS posted on Facebook emphasizing inclusivity and affirmation for all veterans, including those within the LGBTQ plus community. However, the pride flags display at these facilities has sparked controversy, with Congressman Westerman leading the opposition. Now, a letter co-signed by him and 31 other House Republicans expressed serious concerns about the flag being flown at taxpayers' expense. Congressman says it's the VA's job to serve our nation's veterans, not push any outside political agenda. He argues the display of the pride flag is politically motivated and in direct contradiction of VA policy. Happening today, another round of briefs are due to the Arkansas Supreme Court in a legal battle over the LEARNS Act. These will be responses to their opponents' initial brief submitted yesterday. The question brought before the court has to do with a temporary restraining order blocking the implementation of the LEARNS Act. A Pulaski County judge issued the order after an organization against LEARNS argued lawmakers didn't follow proper procedure when approving an emergency clause which made it effective immediately. This case has been moving very quickly, and a Supreme Court decision is expected also very soon, with school districts pressed for time to prepare for the fall. Now, as all of this is unfolding, Governor Sarah Sanders and Education Secretary Jacob Oliva spent time in El Dorado Tuesday answering questions about the LEARNS Act. The governor also addressed the restraining order, calling the group opposing it a vocal minority.
Just because there is a small group fighting against that doesn't mean that they're going to win, and it doesn't mean that there is not broad support for this legislation out there, and we're going to make sure that it gets implemented. It may take us a couple days longer than we would have liked, but it's going to get done.
One of the groups opposing the LEARNS Act is Citizens for Arkansas Public Education and Students, or CAPES. They claim the act will further lead to the defunding and privatization of public education. Monday, they got Attorney General Tim Griffin's approval on a referendum proposal that would put the LEARNS Act to a statewide vote. If they can gather enough signatures, the Supreme Court will likely have another decision to make down the road. Now, since most ballot measures do get challenged in court, if they decide the measure is acceptable, voters will get to make their decision. The field of Republican presidential nominees is growing by the day. The latest, former Vice President Mike Pence launching a campaign to run for president. The former Vice President Mike Pence making it official this afternoon with a formal campaign announcement in Iowa. Earlier today, he released a campaign ad casting himself as an alternative to his former boss, Donald Trump.
God is not done with America yet, and together we can bring this country back.
Now, Pence is joining the crowded field of Republican hopefuls who want to be president in 2024, which include former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie and North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum. Well, of course, that will be a race to watch. Now to what you're going to see in a couple of minutes. We're headed back to Bryant for more time and cereal drive fun. Then we're overcoming, listen to this, arachnophobia. Coming up, we'll show you a course helping folks face their fear of spiders.